So yeah, I would say honestly, okay, let's talk about like first of all how to know if prep or doing this is something that's right for you. If you're somebody that, enjoys doing the same shit over and over and over and over and has no, you don't get like flavor fatigue or like, you don't I don't know. You just don't. You're okay with doing the routine. You're very routine oriented. Holy shit! This is the perfect life. This is the perfect life for you, um, in my opinion. Cause like I don't know. At least for me, like if I'm having the same chicken and rice meal, the like dopamine that I get or the enjoyment that I get from that meal feels the same as when I had it for the first time, if that makes sense. So there's no like fatigue in terms of like, bro, I'm eating the same shit. It's like, nah, low key, like I'm enjoying it just as much as I did when I had it yesterday. So that's like a big advantage that I think people overlook is like how good or how far you're able to push your meals and how much that plays a factor in terms of the whole process. Because in my opinion, like prep is like 90% like just being able to, deal with the diet. And then the other like 10% is just like, okay, are you training hard to make sure that your muscle is staying throughout the time that you built it up during the bulk? So really the diet is very, very important. So you gotta know, are you a routine oriented person? Are you somebody that's able to stick to a routine even when work gets a little bit more hectic or like there's other areas of your life that you gotta put aside for this? Like that's an important question also to ask yourself. So the answer for that like for me was yes, like I'm a routine oriented guy. Or even though honestly, yeah, I'm a fucking routine oriented guy. I like to know when shit's happening. So for me, it was nice to not be able to think about like, oh, meal one is 9 a.m. It's this. I cook the same 450 grams of chicken or cod or tilapia or this or that, whatever. So good to not think about that and just know that it's on a spreadsheet and you just cook it and you just go, right? Like whatever. So that's one thing that I think I have an advantage over other people who decide to go into a prep but aren't like that naturally, So if you find yourself to be like that, you're like, man, I don't want to think about like what I gotta eat or like shit like that. You're just like, I just want to cook. I have no issue eating the same shit over and over. I can eat for function and not for flavor for an extended period of time. I'm cool with that. Then you're winning already. So yeah. Also another big lesson that I learned during this prep that I think I don't know, man, no one really talks about it. I don't understand why, but it's such a like underrated aspect that I think can separate you from somebody else who might even have the potential to have a better physique than you. And that thing is, if you view this shit as play, as you're just having a good time, bro, you're gonna fucking win. Compared to someone who's like, bro, I gotta grind, I gotta fucking blah blah blah. Like, oh fucking hell, bro. Like, get your fucking stick out of your ass, But like, okay, yes, you take the goal very seriously, and you're like, I care, but at the same time, bro, like this shit is like, if work is play to you, compared to somebody else who's like really like just trying to force themselves to put their head down and like, bro, you will win every time, every fucking time. And like, I'm not talking about like on stage, because I don't know how that's gonna be, right? Like, you could still have that, but then lose on show day because they just have a better physique than you. But like, if you're that guy that's like, dude, this shit is fun to me. Holy shit. Like, the person who is like, it's not that fun to them and they really have to focus and you know, put their head down for it and whatever. Bro, when shit gets tough, they like, the other guy who's, you know, treating the shit as fun, it's just gonna keep pushing. Like, it's nothing. It's actually crazy. That's why the people who are able to do this for so long, they all have that one thing in common. They just fucking love it. They just enjoy it, bro. Like in a almost like a sociopathic way, like psychopath, like whatever the fuck you want to call it, like borderline obsessive, you know. So if they have that and you don't, and you have the same goal of like trying to get far with it, bro, good luck. Holy shit. Like, genuinely good luck, because those guys will win every single time. So that's another thing I noticed, you know. It's like, oh shit, bro, like, the only reason why I'm able to do a prep and you aren't able to do a prep is because this shit is fun and games to me. That's literally it. And then you can take it a step further as like, the reason why I'm able to do this for a living and make money off of my physique, and you know, this is how I met my wife, or this is how I met my best friend, or whatever, is because this shit is fun and games. I take the goal extremely seriously, but I'm having fun 24/7. I genuinely think, I wholeheartedly believe that is the secret. Like, I don't give a shit what anyone tells me. I genuinely don't give a shit. Like, because if you're talented and if you're genetically blessed, you're gonna fucking win 10 times out of 10 compared to somebody who's not that genetically blessed, doesn't enjoy it as much, but has a better work ethic. It's like fucking bullshit, bro. You can't outwork somebody who finds this shit too fun. It's not possible. So that's something I would keep in mind as well. So yeah. Another thing is that I notice is that we really don't know how much we can improve on the little things until we actually improve on them. And then you're like, oh, that's why I don't actually have the physique that I want. So like, you know, if you just put it in a regular context, you're just like, oh, I'm just trying to get lean. Like, I have a lot of muscle, but I'm fat. And I'm like, how does that guy have it? It's like, bro, he locked in on a couple things. He tweaked his diet a bit. Essentially, he put the fork down. That's essentially like what it is in a nutshell. And he did that for an extended period of time. That's it. But then it's like, nah, he's just not natty, bro. It's like, that's just your brain trying to rationalize why somebody else was able to achieve something that you've been wanting to do, and you know the exact reason why you're not able to do it, but you're just, it's cope, essentially. So I love seeing that play out in real time, because I'm just like, holy shit. And I don't dog on it, because I'm like, I also said those things, like normally, you know, I'm like, bro, just leave it, he's not natty. And then I'm like, wait, I was able to do that. I just did it. I went through a prep. I realize now what it actually takes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those memes where it's like, the amount of work that is required just to look mid is insane. And that has a lot of truth to it. There's a lot of truth to that. But the only part where it's like, is like the mid part, right? It's like to look mid. It's like, what does it mean to even look like you don't have a crazy physique, or like you have an average physique? So that's the whole part where it's like, oh, you know, like fucking Instagram reels and shit where you just see these top 1%ers like all over your feed, and you think that's what the normal is, but that's actually not what normal is. So by looking mid, that's what they mean. But in reality, looking mid is actually, like, in real life standards, is fucking exceptional. So also, like, yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, man, this prep has been fucking insane. And it makes me like, I don't know, like more excited to potentially do it again. Like, even though I haven't even stepped on stage, I'm like, like, now I know what to expect. So if I do well and I want to do it again, I very, very well could, easily. I like, not to sound like, I'm not asking God to like make it fucking harder on me, but I'm like, this prep was not as difficult as I thought. And I think that's mainly to do with my coach. He was able to dial in on everything for me so well. But at the same time, as I mentioned before, like, I tried to enjoy it as much as possible. I didn't try to be like dwell over the times where I'm like, oh fuck, like, it's starting to get difficult. It's like, no, bro, like, the hunger is just part of the process. The slight fatigue that you might feel is part of the process. Like, don't over exaggerate or fucking make a hyperbole out of everything and be like, bro, this is so hard, and like, oh fuck, like, boo-hoo, bro. You're choosing to do this. Like, this is your choice. No one's forcing you to go through controlled starvation for 12 weeks and then step on stage. Like, this is a voluntary thing that you're doing. That's also another thing to keep in mind. It's like, nobody's fucking forcing you, bro. So that's why I'm like, see so many people like bitch and complain. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. You decided to go through with this. You understand what's going to come out of doing this shit. I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I'm a fucking like I'm just this is I haven't even stepped on stage yet, and this is so take my opinion with a grain of salt. So yeah, I would say before you step into prep, know, like, are you mentally ready to compete? Are you ready to be on a routine for an extended period of time? And are you also willing to enjoy the process leading up to stage? Because, bro, I know I haven't stepped on stage yet. I know the stage, it's just gonna be this fleeting high that lasts for like 3 minutes, and you're like, oh fuck, it's already over. Like, I already know, So that's why I'm trying to enjoy the whole prep process. Like, in a sense, the prep is the show. Like, the 12 weeks is the show, not the show itself, right? The show is just you displaying in a fancy way what you've built or what you've done over these last 12 weeks or 14 weeks or 20 weeks or however long the prep is. That's it. So I know already before I step on stage, that's what it's gonna be. But yeah, I've learned a lot during the prep, and it's been good, man. I'm happy that I made the decision to go for it, and see how far I can push my body. And I have the utmost respect for anyone who decides to go through with this, because like, initially it was like, it's more difficult than I thought, of course. But then, bro, it's just like, there's a lack of discipline with food in regardless, like in general, right? So to be able to go through with that, and then there are people who had like fitness transformations, like losing 100 pounds, and then they go step on stage, and you're like, fuck, bro, like, that is, you gotta have respect for people like that who decide to make that jump. And it's hard, bro. It's hard, guys or girls, right? So yeah, man, this is a crazy sport. I learned so much in such a short amount of time, and met some of the nicest people, and despite how individual it is in terms of like everybody's locked in onto their thing, it's such a community based thing where it's like, especially when I go to the West Coast Iron Gym where I'm posing at, it's like everybody's on their grind and everyone's doing the same shit, and like, you all understand each other in a way, and like, it's fucking so cool, bro. So yeah, I've honestly, like, I would really recommend anyone to go for it, if you're thinking about it or if you're on the fence, because you learn a lot about yourself, genuinely. I'm not gonna dive too much deep into that. I'll keep that for myself. But holy shit. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to give you guys like a proper like vlog and video of when I'm there and the before and after and all that shit. So, you know, stay tuned for that. And apologies again for fucking throwing my mic in the washing machine. But yeah, we're actually going right now to get some stuff for the show, like rice cakes, honey, nut butter, all that shit. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Alright guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow, day after. Hopefully I can keep this mic nice and safe so that we can keep running these videos. Alright guys, take care.